Welcome to the Empowerment Club. Thank you for being here. I'm Elvira Burns, the founder and the coach. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to our 52 Weeks of Empowerment program, where we work on uncovering our confidence and managing stress. I know that affirmations are popular. I feel good, I feel great, I feel wonderful. But when you have to take that next step to start a business, or to ask for a pay rise or a promotion, to ask your girlfriend to marry you, to speak in a meeting or deliver a presentation, to do anything that matters and will require you to step outside your current comfort zone, how will you fare? Will you just do it? Or will you be so stressed out of your mind that you won't even take a first step? What if you meet opportunities and don't recognize them because you're feeling overwhelmed? Your relationships suffer because you're too stressed to make improvements. Everyone around you doesn't take you seriously because you lack confidence. The questions are many, but we have a solution for you to find the real you, calm, confident, and able to take charge of your life. I'm so excited what you will discover. Why not we go now straight into the presentation so you can learn more about confidence, aspects of stress, and the path forward to your success. Hello, and welcome to the Empowerment Club. How to get confidence and master stress. Elvira Burns here, your coach and the founder of the Empowerment Club. Our agenda today is introduction, why confidence, age of AI, mind training, the goals process, performance, the coaching method, and what our clients say. This is an Australian coaching program for success because I'm an Australian. Master your stress and confidence. Step into your power for success. This is our main topic and main theme of our program to help you break through into success on all levels. Life is stress, stress is life. This is the fundamental concept of our program because that's the truth and reality. And we want to base ourselves on truth so we can deliver results to you and you can experience the transformation that takes you beyond stress, beyond your current state of underperformance, so to speak. Life waits for nobody. Unknown. I would like to open our conversation with these thoughts. So let's just take a look at them. Life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. Make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. If you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. Work in silence, celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. Don't regret your past, just leave it, learn from it, and move on. No one cares. Work harder to become better each day. Ignore advice from anyone who doesn't want to live the life you want to live. Rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. If you find someone better than you, don't hate, ask them for advice and cooperate with them. You are truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business. I think they're just such great pieces of information. And it's easier said than done to follow all of those because they require actually mental training. But we will go into that a little later. I just would like you to think about these things because that's what we're really after in our lives. And pressure, long hours, competition, striving for success will never go away as long as we work and live. The biggest sources of mental pressure. Let's take a look at them. So what we're trying to do here, we're trying to understand as much as possible about our situation, which is stress in life, and where it comes from, what it means for us, and how it can stop us from being our best selves, achieving our goals and dreams, and be where we want to be, and lead the life we want to lead, and not to um, suffer by not achieving what we want. So, number one, family and relationships, responsibilities, expectations, conflicts, caregiving, and maintaining harmony. Work and business, deadlines, financial pressure, sales, taxes, competition, uncertainty or career growth, KPIs, productivity, studies, performance, exams, marks, knowledge versus smarts. Health, both physical and mental concerns, fear of illness or managing chronic conditions, personal happiness and fulfillment. The internal pressure of wanting to feel successful, content, and aligned with one's values and goals. As you can see, this is just a large list of things if we drill into it. Nobody is really coming to save you. You have to find your own breakthroughs in confidence to get your goals and managing stress to look after and protect your mind and body to optimize your work. So that is really the essence of it. Unless you do something about yourself. How are things going to change for better? And we do want things to change for the better. You need training to uncover naturally present confidence and to manage stress and optimize yourself. So you may not know that you already have naturally present confidence. And that's what we're here to tell you. Stress creates lack of confidence. Lack of confidence creates stress. The result is unfulfilled life, poor health, and regrets. We don't want that, do we? Nobody wants that. Fundamentally, stress means fear. So, of course, fear causes stress. It activates stress response. And if you are not confident, you're going to be fearful to do what you would like to do. And just to introduce myself a little bit to those who don't know me yet, I'm not a journalist, influencer, motivational speaker, new age philosopher. I'm a professional mind coach, practitioner of acupuncture, educator and teacher, and a former IT professional and artist. And from all of that background, I'm offering you all kinds of knowledge, insights, and techniques to get yourself optimized. My special interests as acupuncturist have been pain, stress, low energy, because I had a lot of pain, low energy, and stress. Own life struggles always shape the practitioner. And therefore, the program that I'm talking about comes out of my personal experience and my personal quest. So I know where stress comes in and I know how we can manage it better and how we can train ourselves to have a better life. My special interest as a coach is confidence, letting go of PTSD and other fears, stress, limiting beliefs, and goals achievement. So, as you can see, we are on the same page here. You would like to be confident. You'd like to let go of all kinds of fears and PTSD. You would like to manage stress better. And you don't want to have any limiting beliefs. It's just a given. And goal achievement, well, our life is driven by goals, even just to have a good time or to have a nice date or a nice meal. These are all goals, let alone the big ones. And if you would like to read my book, you can buy it on Amazon. It's filled with personal stories and also reflections on how we can transform stress and anxiety into mental strength and success. And I do love to call it mental yoga because it's like making our mind flexible, which is the symbol of a palm tree that can bend up to 50% in gale force winds. So we need to be as flexible as a palm tree. Um, and Anxiety is something also that we can overcome if we understand how stress works in our bodies and in our minds. Success depends on mental flexibility. Flow around obstacles, let the wind carry you, work with your nervous system, not against it. And then once again, we can go back to the analogy of a palm tree that bends up to 50 degrees in winds, in a storm. Are you confident in your skills? But are you confident in yourself? So there are two areas. One is the skills, and one is the confidence itself. So a good example always comes from sports performance. A lot of elite sports people have very similar skills, but their mental game differs greatly. And that's basically the difference between a champion and not a champion. And here I am, having met some champions: Sunil Gavaskar, Rahul Dravid, PV Sindhu, and Team India. And here with some amazing people, the fashion designer Anne Fontaine, the foreign minister of Singapore, Vivian Balakrishnan. So what I'm trying to say here is that you may have a lot to offer to people, but you may not have the confidence to speak to them or come up to them and offer that which you have of value. So it's very, very important to um, understand, do you have value to offer or just want pics taken? So set the correct goals, because each is a goal: to offer somebody value or just to take a picture. And, sometimes either one is fine. Just depends of if our goal is correct. So in my case, some were taken as just a picture together in this instance. But in this case, I have value to offer because I love sports performance. I just love help people improve their performance and create breakthroughs. So I definitely hope that I can do something together with these wonderful, amazing people in the future. And that's my goal. Why do we want confidence? What's in it for us? So let's take another stock of what else we can give ourselves to think about. Obviously, because we want to take bold actions towards our goals and achieve success. So if your success depends on coming up and speaking to important people, you have to be, let alone equipped with your skills, you have to have confidence to offer them, to package them, to prepare yourself to be listened to. We don't need confidence to sit down and watch TV and have fun with friends, right? But we needed to ask somebody for something. This implies the need for power and energy of being brave and clear, that are results of confidence. Marks of confidence. This is how people look at us and see whether we are confident or not. Can we do stuff that takes courage? Confidence is a mental state of not being clouded by fear. Confidence is not a belief, unlike psychologists try to present. Confidence is our fundamental state of mind. This is actually the best news we can hear, because we can start working on what we already have that has been obscured, rather than trying to manufacture a quality that we may not have. Confidence gets obscured by emotional charge of fearful concepts, the clouds over the sky. Clouds in the sky analogy. You can always remember and remind yourself of this one. Sky always being blue, and clouds temporarily obscure it and make it look gray. In the same way, your confidence is already present, but it's obscured by various fears and emotional charge that comes with fears. And they are the showstoppers. Sun and earth analogy, another beautiful thing. The sun is always shining, but the earth is rotating and we temporarily can't see it. So, in the same way, your confidence is always shining, but it may not be available to you due to fear. Confidence is our true nature, the clean glass of the window. The glass remains clean even if it's covered by dirt. We get a clean window by removing the dirt, not by making the glass cleaner. So just think about it. The window is always pristine, and therefore your confidence, your mind, is always pristine, always there. However, if it gets clouded, if it gets dirty, You just have to wash it. It's as simple as that. So we are washing away our concepts, our traumas, our negative perceptions and limiting beliefs, and uncovering the natural confidence that doesn't need anything. Isn't that great news? So we get confidence by removing emotional charge or fearful concepts, not by installing something and trying to make it stick. That's what basically, has been going on everywhere in psychology, in New Age, in anything else you hear. Do affirmations. I'm brave, I'm great, I'm wonderful. And it doesn't work. You can take a look at athletes. Unless they found a way to break through their mindset, their mental limitations, their performance doesn't improve. And they keep telling them, practice more, practice more. But they're practicing the skills, the physical skills, the skills that are to do with their craft, with their particular type of sport. But the mental game, nobody knows what to do with it. So, how does this benefit us? That's a great question to have confidence. We will be not stopped by the emotional charge of our fearful concepts when we take actions for our goals and dreams. We just do it. So I'll give you an example from sports. People come out to play cricket or any other game and they think, I come and I represent my country. And already the stress starts to rise and I represent my family and this is myself and my career and all of that. So all of that gets loaded, the tension is building, and then what happens? Your hands become too tight and you can't play flexibly. And that derails your performance. As simple as that. But this is the fundamental point of performance. You cannot load anything. You're not there to do anything. You're there to be in the moment and react to what's happening in every moment. That's how you get performance breakthroughs. But to get to that point, you need mind training. The same goes for business, the same goes for everything. So here I have a list of important things that we get if we have confidence and if we train our minds and if we train ourselves to manage and overcome stress. So we get improved problem solving, enhanced strategic thinking, and conflict resolution in teams and projects. We get better decision making, reduces error, rate, improves executive function, especially under pressure. We get enhanced creativity and idea generation, valuable in leadership, marketing, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Improved work relationships leads to better communication, collaboration, and emotional intelligence. Increased clarity supports productivity, focus, and effective time management. Enhanced work performance directly measurable impact on output and consistency, improved leadership skills, important for promotions, managing teams, and vision setting, boosted career advancement, long-term benefit, investing in your future. So all the benefits actually lie in mental training, overcoming stress and becoming confident. Because then you will be better at all of those. And all of those are the keys to success. We are capable to discover our confidence and create breakthroughs naturally. But what if we can't shake off our limitations on our own without training? Of course, there are people who are able to overcome those things. And I'm so happy for them because that they can. Novak Djokovic and many others. But I'm not there for those who already can do this. I'm here for you who needs this and can't do it by yourself. No time, no skills. You really have to, spend a lot of time and gain a lot of knowledge to understand what can help us and what can help us quickly. And this is what I've been doing. I've been spending tens of years going around the world, finding the techniques, finding the information, finding the solutions so you can benefit faster and really reap the, the harvest of your labor of working on yourself and to achieve all the breakthroughs and performance gains and the goals that you wish to set for yourself. Let's go back to the fashionable things these days. Everybody wants to be a king or a queen these days. So king this, queen that. If you want to be a true king or queen, you need to embody inner stillness, clarity, conscious presence, qualities born from deep awareness. And they get trained. They don't just come by themselves. So let's take a look at some of my success as an artist. Here I am with His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco. I have been a part of his gala in Singapore for his foundation that raises awareness of the environmental concerns about the oceans and provides assistance to scientists and other professionals to help solve problems of the oceans. My art has raised funds towards his foundation, and here I am standing with him. And on the other picture, I am presenting him with gifts of the paintings I created for him personally. Obviously, me being here at this level comes with managing stress and training confidence. And as we spoke about the kings and queens, yes, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II is exactly like that, very aware, very present. When he's talking to you with full 100% focus. He knows what he says, he is paced, he is aware of the situation and people in it, and he makes everyone feel special. So here we go, a great inspiration, isn't it? Certainly. So let's take a look at the awareness traits of a king or queen, or you can think about it as traits of a leader or important traits in leadership. Calm presence. They do not rush. They move and speak with steadiness, measured speech, clear, deliberate, and thoughtful words. They avoid haste or chatter. Attentive listening. They give full attention, making others feel valued. Grounded posture. Upright, still, and centered, showing balance and strength. Patience. They allow space before responding, not reactive. Clarity of vision. Awareness of the bigger picture, not caught in trivial details. Emotional composure. Awareness of their own feelings, choosing response over reaction. Respectful authority, commanding presence without intimidation. Authority that flows from self-awareness. Consistency, their actions align with their words, creating trust. Mindful timing, knowing when to speak, act, or remain silent. I would like to attract your attention that if you would like to be successful in sales, meetings, these are the traits that are absolutely important because sales are about serving others and presenting information based on their needs and pain points. So if you take attention off yourself and you practice actively and clean up your mindset so you can embody these qualities, which are actually the result of elimination of stress, you will be able to hear exactly what the person is telling you. You will understand very well their pain points, not what you think about them. And you will provide a solution that's more tailored, that's thoughtful, and that will be a lot easier accepted by the person that's listening to you. That applies to everything, to relationships, to life at home. Don't you want to be understood better and solve whatever the issues are in a more calm and loving way? A true leader does not rule through force, but through awareness, composure, and clarity. All above traits are the important leadership skills that come from mind training. So leadership comes from mind training because what you do is you train your own mind. You become the leader of yourself. So once you can do that, you can lead others. So now we're going to number 3, confidence and stress management in the age of AI. Well, we have to because, just so many things are now AI. A lot of things are automated. What are we now? Age of AI. So this picture tells a lot. Impersonal, non-human, not caring, not emotional. That's a computer system. We are not like that. In the age of AI, confidence and stress management will define success. Actually, it always does define success anyway, but because things become more and more automated, your confidence and your intelligence will stand out. We live in a time where artificial intelligence is reshaping industries, roles, and expectations faster than ever. Skills that seemed essential yesterday are being automated today. But there's one truth professionals can't ignore. AI can replace tasks. It cannot replace human confidence, resilience, or emotional strength, and stress as well. AI can help us with all sorts of things, but it cannot help us relieve stress. On the contrary, it will give us more stress. Even research with ChatGPT, until you actually negotiate with it the response and the information you want, it's actually creating a lot of stress in many people because AI may start arguing with you or giving you their own information, and it just resembles us. It's just another person that is not, 100% cooperative or not 100% knowledgeable that we thought it was, and it causes us stress. Why confidence matters in the AI era. Machines don't lead, humans do. AI can analyze data, but only a confident professional can inspire teams, influence stakeholders, and take bold actions. Opportunity belongs to the visible. In a competitive job market, those who speak up, present their ideas with authority, and show leadership presence will stand out regardless of automation. Adaptability is powered by self belief. As roles shift, only confident professionals can embrace change instead of fearing it. Confidence is no longer a soft skill, it's a career currency. Change is a hard one. And the faster things change, the more difficult it becomes for us because it is stress. So it's like the palm tree in the wind that keeps bending. We have to continue to do that. But to do that, we have to be not only mentally prepared, we have to be equipped with techniques. Why stress management is non negotiable? AI accelerates speed and pressure. Deadlines are tighter, expectations are higher, and the fear of being replaced is added to the mental load. Burnout is the silent killer of careers. Without stress management, even talented professionals break down under constant change. Calm is the new power. Those who regulate their stress can think clearly, innovate, and lead with composure when others are overwhelmed. Stress resilience is not just about health, it's about staying employable, promotable, and effective in an AI driven world. The new professional edge in the next 5 to 10 years, employers will increasingly ask, can this person handle uncertainty without panicking? Do they project confidence in front of clients and teams? Can they lead people, not just manage machines? Those with confidence and stress mastery will rise to the top. Those without will feel stuck, sidelined, or replaced. And we don't want that, do we? That's the reason we are here. We are listening to this information because we want to advance ourselves and to be happy and be fulfilled and successful. So, in short, confidence plus stress management equals to a future-proof career because it creates flexibility, and you will find a way if you are resilient, if you're mentally strong, if you're confident. You may have to go and ask 100 people 100 things before you get to where you want to be, but you will have the confidence to do so, and you will be resilient to do that. Mind training, my favorite part. Mind power. Everything starts in the mind. The whole life starts in the mind. We start wanting to grow up and being this and that, to marry a person of such and such kind, to possess objects and properties and go on trips to various places, and so on it goes. All of this starts in the mind. We visualize them, we imagine, We feel happy about having all those dreams, and then we feel stressed because we have to actually go out and do stuff. Mental training involves learning the workings of the mind, physiology, and to practice awareness training exercises to let go of concepts that limit us and the emotional charge that accompanies them. That is the essence of stress mastery. I understand it could be a lot to take on right now, but don't worry. If you're convinced that these are the things you want, that you want to advance yourself, to master yourself and reach those goals that appear difficult right now, we have all of this in the program, all spelled out and with my support, so you can do this. We need to remove obstacles of negative perceptions out of our mindset for success. I also call it clean up the mindset. And it's also uncovering your natural confidence and getting to manage your stress well. So there are various tools, various mind training exercises, and various things you need to be aware of to learn so that you know they exist. Limiting beliefs can be conscious from something that happened to you and you remember. Unconscious, you don't know where it comes from and why you have it. It just is. And that's fine because we can let them go anyway. Whether they're conscious or unconscious, we become conscious of something that's bothering you, we let go, and then you uncover that um, state of freedom where taking actions, being confident is just natural. So let's take a look at the examples of limiting beliefs. And of course, this is not a full list, it's just a few of them. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve success. I can't change my situation. I'm too old, too young, too poor to start. I don't have enough time. I'm not talented enough. And so on. I always fail. That's another favorite one. So you can take a look and take a note of what's actually bothering you. There could be a multiplicity of these items, and you could have your own. So that will give you a perspective on what limits your success. Because if you think this way, that's actually the lenses, the colored lenses that you look at your life and your success through. And it's time you take them off. You don't need these colorful lenses. Go natural. Natural is the real confidence. And now let's take a look at a list of events that are related to the past, negative memories, traumas, PTSD. Childhood, parents, siblings, other family members, kindergarten, school time groups, college, university, work and work experience, bosses, co-workers, boyfriends and girlfriends, spouses, children, and you name it. So why these things are important? For example, if your mother said something or somebody said something, you will not amount to anything. So typically people have this lodged in their minds their whole life because a person of authority said so. And that becomes your writings on the wall. That becomes your banners and slogans and your showstoppers, the limiting beliefs that you may or may not be conscious of. You may not even remember such things, but if you start looking at yourself, you may remember them or you occasionally remember them. So unless you clean them out, they're going to cause stress, tension, and limit your imagination and your actions. And they will limit your success, which is the worst. We work hard to manifest our dreams. You work hard to manifest your dreams, but your stress holds you back. Now free yourself in the Empowerment Club. So that's what the program that we call the Empowerment Club is aimed at, to free yourself and start working on your success. A breakthrough will happen only when you overcome the mental factors that held you back. You achieve quiet state of mind and get the flexibility to bring back the quiet mind anytime you need. You train to do that. You perform unaffected by excessive physical tension from emotional charge. There will always be some tension, but it will be manageable. You don't overthink. Just do it is how you will do it, how it happens. beyond limiting beliefs, beyond the stress that they create. And here is something from me to you. Empowerment is when you feel great. And fundamentally, we want to feel great, don't we? That's why we do everything. That's why we eat something, we go somewhere, we meet some people, we marry, we buy cars, we buy houses, we start companies. We want to feel happy and we want to feel great. And the definition of feeling happy and great is always different for everyone. And you can come up with your own definition. That's totally cool. So, this is your club, the Empowerment Club. A club is typically a place where people join and they pay to join and they want to be there because it unites them around a certain topic, around a certain vibe. So here we are united around empowerment. We empower each other and we get empowered through training and practice. That's what the program is for. And I am here to empower you in every possible way. And one of the most important ways to empower you is to take you through the goals process, which is fundamental to coaching, fundamental to the program, fundamental to our life and well-being. So the goals process is very simple. It has to be simple. It's always been simple. It consists of vision, goals, action steps, and action itself. Normally, we go through the vision, and that's actually the reasoning behind, the motivation behind why you want to do something. And I typically recommend to set that as something extremely happy and energetic, and that will motivate you for the rest of your life. Because on the way, we will lose motivation, we will feel disempowered, or we will be not in such a good mood. But then we'll remember, why am I doing this? Because I'm going to benefit so many. So, what will the rest of your life be like? What do you want to achieve in it? Describe your ideal life. We have to think of our life because it is our life and we don't know how long it will be. So, at least we can define the emotional landscape of where we want to head to. And it is our compass. So each time we set goals, we plan the action steps, our vision is what's going to tell us that's why we want to be excited to pursue it. For example, my vision is to empower 1 million people. So each time I feel like, I really maybe don't want to do that, or this feels so boring, but it will help so many if I do this. That's straight away brings back motivation, energy, and I will just go ahead and do it, whatever that is. Goals, they need to align with your life's vision. Write them down, short term, medium, long term. So it's really important. It's what businesses also should be doing. And once your goals are aligned, your life appears whole to you, and there are no too many separations. So your work, your family life, your other goals, they all tie together. So you get less stress and more excitement to do all of this. Action steps. List steps that you think in the moment you could take towards each specific goal. Why it's good to do that? It's because this is brainstorming. This is putting yourself on the spot and listing things that may also scare you or you may not have yet the knowledge or skills for, but nevertheless, if you put it all together, you are likely to see a bigger picture for your goal and you're likely to take the action steps that you thought were maybe scary or held you back. And we have the tools to let go of fear, let go of hesitation, so you actually go ahead and do it. Of course, mental game and the skills are slightly different. However, the confident person will be listened to much more than the person who is more knowledgeable but less confident. And that's a fact. It's a scientific fact. There were studies done on that. If you appear confident, even if you're not confident, but you just appear confident, people are likely to listen to you and believe you and take on board what you're saying. I know it's unfair. So we better become truly confident so we don't have to play the game. Action. Try to take at least one action a day towards your goals. And that's quite easy to do. And celebrate each step. Each step taken is success. So here I'd like you to pay attention that success is made up of smaller successes, or each step done is actually a success. And you can congratulate yourself, celebrate it, because that gives you also a habit of seeing your success, of saying that, all right, I have taken 1,000 steps towards my goal and my goal didn't work out. So I cannot hold myself to an image of a loser because I have done 1,000 things. A loser doesn't do 1,000 things and become a loser. You are a winner, but your goal may not be something that is possible for various reasons. They say it's easier to become enlightened than become successful in business because enlightenment is guaranteed, because that's your real inner state. But business is subject to all kinds of conditions that could be totally beyond your control. So success always needs to be defined properly as a combination of all kinds of steps and actions you have taken towards achieving something. And on the way you learn something, on the way you've made mistakes, you learn from them, and you've done something really well that you could be really proud of. But in combination, you are in the process of going towards your desired future. So take your action steps, go over your action steps and tick off what was done. Write down what else can be done, more action steps. Work with the blocks of emotion and knowledge to taking them. Repeat. So in this program, we work with the blocks to emotions, but you also need to learn the skills that you need, and you will discover what skills you need. Clear vision, clear goals, clear action steps, action. That's a very logical sequence, but our goals are never like that. They're filled with emotions, filled with emotions. The very reason why we want something is emotional. The reason why people buy most of the things is emotional. So, in which step of the goals process do we encounter problems? Of course, number 4, actions. Why? Because that's where emotions strike. I have to go and speak to this person. I'm too scared. What if they don't listen to me? What if they're not there? What if they are not in a bad mood? And so on and so forth. So why? Because our limiting concepts, which I've just spoken, they are limiting concepts, generate copious amounts of emotional charge. What is emotional charge? You feel tight, you feel small, you feel out of breath, your heart is pounding, you can't think properly, you are disempowered, you're not confident. So we run out of memory and hard disk space like a computer. So we've opened too many apps of limiting beliefs or limiting concepts. And the disk is full and the memory is full. So there's 2 options. Either we delete files or we close the programs. When we talk about filters, we see our lives through. This is it. All the limiting concepts of how things should be, bad memories, concepts of what is possible and not, etc. And the emotional charge of stressful sensations in the body paralyze us. Yeah, the mind says, oh, this is too much. I'm just going to go and have a drink. The solution to a clean window of our mind is to remove the dirt of concepts and emotional charge they bring. So you see there's a clear window behind me. So remember that this is your mind. Just wash it. Let go. Become peaceful and silent and free. And then you will just go and do it. And you will discover in the moment if the person is in the bad mood or is able to listen to you, not right now, but later on. So when, make an appointment, and so on. Be in the moment. In the moment means you are aware and you are unencumbered, uncluttered by the clouds of your negative perceptions. And your natural confidence is just there with you. So, what is the clean window of our minds? We get to feel free and not stopped by our concepts and emotions. We have freed the memory and disk space. We have the more resources for success of any kind. We feel comfortable within our own skin with the skills of mental resilience and confidence. We recognize the stress and we overcome it. So this is what we get from the training and learning in the 52 weeks of empowerment program. All of this. It's so exciting. I love it myself. I'm using it daily. The reality of life. Nothing works exactly the way we plan, and clarity doesn't guarantee results. No one can guarantee results. When you go for a surgery, you sign off your life that the doctor is not responsible what they're going to do to you. It's not very comforting, is it? But that's the truth. So when you come out and things didn't come out as planned, and you woke up and something is not working, sorry, but you've signed it off. And they have a medical exemption. So, but we have a but. The mental edge you get is confidence, clarity, joy, freedom, and courage. They maximize your chances for success. Would you rather be empowered or disempowered and pursue your goals? I'm sure, like me, you would rather be empowered. They are all different functions of your inner perfection, the window whose glass is always clean, even under dirt. So, all of these qualities of confidence, clarity, joy, freedom, and courage are already present. We just have to uncover. So, we take a big shovel and we dig. Your clean glass of mind is 95% job done. The 5% is the dirt. Treat your dirt as 5%, not as who you are. We typically so identify with our imperfections and we forget our perfections. So remember, I told you because my teacher told me and his teacher told him that our dirt is 95%. And I'd rather believe that, wouldn't you? Do you want to be a sinner, imperfect, bad? Or would you rather be perfect with small amounts of those? I am in the category of the 95% perfection. Thank you very much. And I hope you are too. I'm sure you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Thinking and understanding this is easy. Putting it in practice requires mental training, and that's what the program offers. So you know a lot of those things, but you have not practiced them consistently day in, day out. So your awareness is not trained to use the information you have. And in this program, we do that and so much more. We also train the body to follow our instructions. Performance, one of the best subjects, because we straight away start thinking about sport, acting, singing. Yes, and of course, the corporate performance that it gets measured all the time and puts people under a lot of pressure and stress because the performance is what pay rise, promotions depend on. Do you perform or do you not perform? Performance appraisal. Put you on performance review. These are all very scary things and come with a lot of tension, and we can deal with them because perfection is our nature and we have the tools to overcome whatever blocks our performance. Golf, cricket, Formula One, etc. have the same things that plague the athletes because we are human beings. So pressure is stress. Pressure in sports, especially during tournaments, is a mix of psychological, emotional, and physical factors. Many athletes, even experienced ones, struggle to handle it, and tournaments often amplify this due to personal stakes, peer pressure, and expectations, and many other factors. All sports are mentally demanding. When it is a team sport, then the pressure is of personal performance combined with a team performance. When it's a solo game, all responsibility is on the player. But the responsibility is on the player, by the player always. That's the funny bit. That's what we need to remember. The combined performance of a team is what makes a team successful, and that is made up of every individual player. We can remove the mental blocks through understanding of physiology and awareness training. First, we need to know the beast and how the beast works. And then we train our awareness so we can overcome the limitations that the beast of stress places on us. Here I am, going to give you the gold. Are you ready? How can you break through if you are scared? Only by letting go of fear. This is gold. This is the gold. Why? Because letting go of fear uncovers natural confidence. Nothing else needs to be done except honing your skills, whether work or sports. So remember, stress means fear, lack of performance, and physical tension means fear. So if you tell yourself you have fear, because that's what you have, your brain is going to recognize that you recognized the danger and going to give you up to 50% of relief. And that's pretty much going to make or break your game, because if you can let go of 50% of your tension, you'll just have enough to play really well and you will be in the moment very quickly. So that's the gold. Okay, now let's go back to my favorite sport, which is Formula One, because I love cars. I love driving. I do like driving fast sometimes, but according to the rules and according to the street signs. So here we have two world's favorites, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc. One is a 3 times world champion and one is not. So here we're kind of thinking. Skills and training the same. Mentality and ability to handle pressure different. Also, one came to win and the other came to drive fast. When you pay attention to how these two guys speak about themselves and their performance, you can clearly hear the goals. One says, I came here to win, I don't care. The other one says, I want to be the fastest man on the grid. And the prophecy kind of fulfills itself. One becomes a champion and one burns a lot of cars and becomes very fast. So how to get what we want? Set correct goals first. Clean out the emotional charge, train awareness, act from awareness, keep going. Don't act out of stress. So we're going to train you to not act out of stress, because you will know when you are in stress. So you will either not act out of it, you will wait until you relieve it, or you will manage your stress with techniques to help yourself calm it down so you can do stuff. Upgrade your mindset to confidence. Future starts now. As soon as you become more confident, you start to get more ideas, you start to do more things. So your future starts now. And as soon as, of course, you join the program, straight away we put you into training. Straight away you will start going through the stress process and look at the goals, and you start thinking in the direction of where and who you want to become. We are here on a mission to empower 1 million people. And we have 2 platforms to do that through: the training platforms, the global one, empowermentclub.online, and the India platform, empowermentclub.in. I'd love to see you in either of them. So join us. Let's just take a quick look what the program offers you. So 52 weeks. Why actually 52 weeks? I have done a lot of private coaching, and typically the people who produced significant breakthroughs in their lives and transformed to be their best selves, it took them at least a year. So a year is what creates a sustained transformation, letting go of all kinds of stuff that you keep digging out and digging out. New stuff surfaces and you let go and you become more and more powerful, more and more empowered, more confident, less stressed, more aware of your stress and tension and pressure, and your ideas come in better. You know how to optimize yourself. You know how to put yourself into the state of better performance, of better creativity. So you get to continuously work with yourself every day. You get one video lesson a week with PDF. So it's not a lot, but it's really what you need to hear, what you need to be aware of. There are no tests. You can go back to the information as many times as you like. You can re-watch it. You can pace yourself to listen to the lesson. You don't have to do it in the whole one go. It's there for you. So you've got daily audios for mental training. This is actually the crucial part, which will help you train your mind, your awareness, and your brain to notice stuff, to overcome stuff, and to become resilient. And you actually wire yourself up mentally and physically in the brain for addressing your stress and what needs to happen much quicker. Continuous work on goals. So goals are the foundational, stuff we work with because we want to achieve something. Why do you want to be here? You want something. You want success. You want to become less stressed. You want to become more healthy. You want to perform better. You will always have a goal. And therefore, we have to work with the goals. And stress will only come in when you have a goal. If you spend good time with your friends or you sit and watch TV, there are no goals, there is no tension. Of course, the movies can also stress you out. We have a community platform for interaction, questions, and get answers and progress monitored by your coach, which is me. So typically, other programs give you space to interact with each other. So in this program, you have space to interact with me. Of course, you can interact with others, but the main focus is you interact with me because you can ask me questions and get answers. Again, your club, it is a club. We come here to have fun. It is fun to become confident. It is fun to become resilient and achieve. Let me take you through my coaching method. Because after all, I do things differently to others. And I think that's the great advantage, actually. I myself have gone over many programs that are being offered in the world globally. And I have seen the gaps. And I have developed something that is different and more powerful. A coaching method developed by me, so Burns it, I call it, by the international mind coach Elvira Burns, based on her more than 20 years of experience and training. The most important point of Burns It is the focus on combining awareness training and goals process to optimize one's body and life daily. So I want to remind you, so most of the programs, most of the coaches don't do both. They don't do awareness training because they don't know about it. Not many know about awareness training. Everyone has goals process and then everyone tries to hold you accountable. If you were capable of not being stopped by your emotions, by your emotional charge, by your tension and pressure, why would you need someone to hold you accountable? Why would you need me to hold you accountable? What you need me is to help you train your awareness so you can be aware yourself of yourself. So I can help you learn to empower yourself and become powerful on your own. I'm not your babysitter. I'm your teacher, I'm your coach, but I am not your minder. And I don't want you to be stuck with me forever. That's not the goal of empowerment. Empowerments, you make people empowered and autonomous and independent and powerful on their own, discover that power within themselves. While others would like you to be the permanent customers. Psychology, psychotherapy is a good example. Yes, please stay forever. You will never change. Just, pay us. We will listen to you and we'll prescribe the medicine, right? That's not what we want to do here. We want to know that we are already empowered, already powerful, already confident, and we have to use some methods to train ourselves to uncover that power. The next key points are understanding the physiology of stress, awareness training exercises to optimize mind and body, the inner perfection as the innate source of empowerment, letting go of emotional charge attached to the past, present, and future, and achievement of goals. So we have a few things to do, and we can do them because this is our life. Our life is now. Our life is not tomorrow, not in a year's time. Yes, of course, but now is now. Now is what matters. Do you feel great now? Do you feel like you're capable of doing what you want now, not later? Fire of awareness. So, of course, burns it, and fire of awareness. The fire of awareness burns all that blocks it. By training our awareness and mastering our mind and physiology, we allow the past stress and its memories to dissolve, letting the inner wisdom shine and uncover inner courage, fearlessness, freedom, and joy. We become resilient to the present and future stress as well, which allows us for taking action freely to achieve our goals. We uncover energy, passion, joy, and happiness. Obviously, Elvira's name is Burns, with the inspiration behind the official name of Burns It. And my clients have achieved remarkable transformations in life. So that is my passion. That is the fire of the passion, to help you achieve remarkable transformations. We don't want to stay the same, right? We want something. We want to be better in some ways, whether it's better health or better confidence or better money or better relationships. There are goals. And mentioning inner wisdom, intelligence. Once you remove stress, your inner intelligence and confidence shine. So the wisdom comes out and you find solutions to your problems where you saw none before. It's a very common effect. Once we let go of something that was stopping us, some kind of limiting beliefs or some kind of unhappy memories, we start to see, I can actually do this. Well, I don't feel like this anymore. So, Elvira Burns, me, an experienced mind coach specialized in sports performance, trauma, PTSD removal, success, personal transformation, and empowerment. I'm an acupuncturist, having studied in China and Australia. And I'm a former IT network support engineer and sales professional with international companies. And I'm a meditation practitioner and a Qigong teacher. So you have a person with multiple skill sets that has all these skills to offer to you. And obviously, I am a fixer. I'm a fixer in the IT world. That used to be the hardware, the computers, desktops, laptops, servers, networks. Later on, it became acupuncture, so fixing people's pain and other complaints. And the mind also. Mind coaching is even older with me than acupuncture, helping people overcome what bothers them. So this is, I think, a very powerful skill set I have to offer to you. And based on that, I look forward to helping you transform yourself. Let's take a look at some competition that we have in the world, although I do not believe we have competition. But let's just take a look what others typically offer so you know what we don't offer or what we offer. There is a Korean drama that I like, and one of the characters in it actually started her political speech by saying, I'm actually going to tell you what I'm not going to do rather than what I'm going to do. So I promise that I will not do these things. So let's do the same and take a look what we don't offer and what others offer. So ours is on the left, yellow, and theirs is on the right in pink. I'm not going to mention who this is, but it's a very famous person, has been around for a long, long time, motivates everybody, and that's totally cool. But let's just compare ourselves so you know what you're getting and not getting. On our side, 52 Weeks of Empowerment is one dedicated practical program, lessons, audios, and goals work, while others typically offer recordings of old courses to watch without structure. Yep, you get 1,000 of them at one price and you go do it. Do whatever you want with it. Community platform to get support from the coach is the primary focus. As I mentioned, you communicate your questions and I will be communicating back with answers and guidance. You can communicate with others. Well, the others offer community platform to mingle with others. So they call it the supportive community of others. But, you know, if you yourself don't know how to manage stress and other people come together that also don't yet know how to manage stress, you're not going to be really helpful to each other. You can, of course, cheer each other on and remind each other to do the lessons and to do the exercises. That's cool. And you can interact over your own life, your own goals. That's fabulous. But the value here is that you get the coach's support timely. So coach monitoring progress, providing answers via video and or live. So it depends on the needs. We will do what we will do. On the other side, on the competitive side, you're on your own with whatever it is on the inside. With a famous person, general pep talk twice a year. General. And motivation coaches pep talk once a month. So otherwise you have to pay extra and extra, 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 and maybe you won't get even the guidance you want anyway. I don't know. Mind training to overcome mental limitations, to become your own boss and be independent. That's what we want you to do. On the other side, there is no mind training. It's just motivation and really hoopla, continue being independent. You jump and dance and sing and clap your hands. And you probably you come out the same as you came in. That's not what we want you to do. So what about we do it better? And that's why there is a different program from me, 52 weeks of empowerment. You have to work on yourself. It's unique in the world. It's cutting edge. It's available 24/7 with your coach, vested in your improvements. Nobody else has a program like that. And all you need is a chair, really. You can do all your exercises in the chair at home, at work, on the bench in the park. That's just how easy it is. You have your access and you have your sitting place. The program is very practical. The awareness training is going to be number one focus. The provided exercises to be done daily, and you can do them multiple times every day because it trains you faster. Number two is taking steps towards your goals continuously. You just do a little bit, you revise, you augment, and you keep doing. So we will have 2 points of focus: stress and goals. Stress, because it's a general term of managing all kinds of mental limitations, physical tension, and all of that. I will provide all the slides as PDFs and we will be going over them and learning about the details. So it's all already sitting there waiting for you to learn and practice. The most important thing is we are here in this dedicated space for 12 months to create a sustainable, positive change. We have a framework, we have a space, we have the curriculum, we have the exercises, we have the interaction and questions and answers, and you have no choice but to improve and to reach your goals. We don't need to be overwhelmed. On the contrary, we want to pace ourselves to get into the habit of training awareness and goals, action taking without any perfectionism. Perfectionism is our enemy. It's stress. You have a life to live and other things to do. This should be an enhancement and not further stress. So the program is built for you to do other things you need to do and not be fully engrossed by something. This is a plug-in into your life to make it enhanced, to make it improved, to maximize your performance and to minimize your stress and help you get the smarts and train your awareness to become cool, calm, and collected and aware and imaginative and finding breakthroughs and efficiencies and optimization that you need and improve on all levels. And here we are. It's an online program, so it's fully online: videos, audios, PDFs, and any other things that we might want to add if there is a request for it. Um, or you can access it on your phone, but I recommend watching it on the desktop or laptop because you will see more information and you will not be stressed by staring for too long into the phone, which we already do too much. So let yourself be more relaxed and see it on a bigger screen. And I just would like you to dream a little bit because the goals are about dreaming. Remember, everything starts from the mind. So picture yourself functioning from feeling calm, clear, and in control, not ruled by fear, but guided by purpose. Stress no longer rules you. Instead of spiraling into stress, you breathe, refocus, and take action with precision. Decisions feel easier. Opportunities appear and you say yes, not from panic, but from power. And you'll also notice those opportunities as opportunities. Confidence becomes natural. The old patterns are gone. No more self doubt holding you back. You speak with confidence. You follow through. People around you notice something in you has shifted. People will notice, definitely. You are not the same person. Momentum builds every week. Every week you're building momentum, mastering your mindset, shaping your future, becoming the person you always knew you could be. You're feeling happier, more empowered. Your empowered future. This is the version of you empowered by the tools, support, and daily rewiring practices inside the Empowerment Club, a full year of inner mastery, transformation, and clarity. It feels great, doesn't it? Because it is. Where will you be in 12 months? In the same place? Or standing taller, thinking clearer, acting braver, living the confident, stress free life you deserve? Imagine the look on your face when you realize, I did it. This is my life now. And then people will also say, look, this person has changed. Look how amazing this person has become and what amazing things this person has achieved. The truth, you're not the problem. You already have the skills, education, and experience. What's missing is the confidence system that top performers use daily, those ones who know, like Novak Djokovic. Old advice like just be bold, fake it till you make it, oh, take bold action, doesn't work. This is surface level work. We are going to go for sustainable change, for a deep transformation where you actually live what you feel, not pretend to feel. What you need is a way to reset your mindset under pressure, speak with clarity and authority, project confidence that others trust, handle criticism without breaking down, switch to logic when emotions take over. These are all very, very powerful states required for you to be accepted as a leader, accept as a thought originator, as someone who creates breakthroughs for oneself and others. You can use this program for multiple purposes, multiple goals. There's not just for professionals who go to office and are feeling stressed and would like a promotion and a pay rise. If break free from self-doubt and hesitation, communicate with impact in any setting, build executive presence without arrogance, gain respect from peers, managers, and clients, handle stress and pressure with calm strength, unlock promotions, big opportunities, and leadership roles. In our program, you can work on goals like speak in meetings with fear or judgment, negotiate salaries and deals with conviction, lead teams with authority and trust, reduce stress, anxiety, and overthinking, project a strong personal brand that stands out. For all of that, you need confidence and management of stress. Let's go back to the slide where we talk about the biggest sources of mental pressure so we can refocus again. Family and relationships, work and business, studies, health, personal happiness and fulfillment. They are going to suck your blood. So that they don't suck your blood, we need to remove the stuff that uncovers our confidence and manage our stress. So every area of life improves with training, stress management, and confidence skills. All of this will help you with everything. So before I mention what our clients have to say, you can be a stay-at-home mom. You can be an executive. You can be an athlete. You can be a student. You can be anyone to benefit from mental training, stress management, and confidence. But what you need to do, you need to have goals in mind and some ambition that you need to improve. These are big requirements because if you don't want to become better, nothing is going to happen because you will not take any actions. So the program is really not for you. But if you have goals and desire to become better, that's all you need to have because you will become better. And your health will improve, your mood will improve, your relationships will improve because you will not be continuously in a fearful state of mind. So let's have a look at 3 case studies that I have prepared. So it's not just the testimonials, it's actually a case study. One is by a female airline pilot, and that has been tremendous work, tremendous achievement that this person has achieved, this highly skilled professional has achieved. Passed all simulator and flight exams with confidence and clarity. Promoted to fly large aircraft on international routes. Gained emotional balance, perspective, and better relationships. Learned to self-regulate and apply techniques independently. Sustained performance and safety even in high-stress flight conditions. Became A-class pilot and now promoted to the first captain. Let's give applause to this amazing pilot, an amazing person. Our next superstar is a business leader. Let's take a look what this person has achieved. Regained emotional balance and mental clarity in high pressure situations. So, of course, we're always dealing with high pressure situations. That's where performance is required. Improved decision making and leadership confidence, enhanced communication skills, less reactive, more attentive, set boundaries, took ownership, and prioritized well being. Launched a new business after separating from a business partner, developed consistent tools for daily stress release and resilience. Fantastic. Let's give another clap. And we have to celebrate success, don't we? So we are celebrating success right now of these highly successful and very smart individuals. A young athlete, basketball. Let's take a look and celebrate this young individual. Regains strength and strengthen focus and self-belief. Play with more freedom and enjoyment, build mental resilience and reduce anxiety, greater confidence in shooting, passing, and overall performance, calm mind and better decision making during games, build positive habits and a high performance mindset early in life. This young gentleman was very ambitious and decided to join a U16 team while being 12. And while being smaller in size than other players. That drive got him to follow the awareness training and let go of a lot of fear and a lot of hesitation and a lot of anger and a lot of all sorts of fuzzy stuff that was blocking him from acting fully in his game. And he broke through. He got selected and he's playing for a team that is respecting him and considering him a great player. This is very important from someone who used to drop the ball all the time and used to be laughed at and showing all kinds of yay, which is very, very annoying, especially for younger kids. If these people can create such amazing breakthroughs for themselves, so can you. You can be your own case study. And I welcome you to be mine. So we are available on 2 platforms, empowermentclub.online and empowermentclub.in. Let's break through limitations, achieve goals, become successful, heal your mind and body. Because if there's less stress, your body will be healthier and your mind will be happier. It's a win-win situation. Yes, and in 12 months or 52 weeks, that's what you will be doing. You will be celebrating your growth, your success, your action taking, and your positive transformation. So, what do you need to do next? Well, join us. Please go online, sign up, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside. Thank you for watching. And yes, see you on the inside, and let's work on it.